Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Delana. If you have not already, please consider subscribing to my channel. Also, turn on that notification bell so that you do not miss out on any of my uploads. Today we are talking about my April favorites, so let's get into it. It's finally time for another favorites video, and I am super excited this time around because we're going to talk about quite a few different makeup products that I picked up during the Sephora sale. I told you all during that haul that I would, try the products out and let you know how I felt about them, and I've been using them for the last couple of weeks, and y'all, I found some winners. I definitely feel like I picked up some great items, so I want to talk to you all about those. I have a few other like random favorites, a couple luxury favorites, some body care, and then of course some like lifestyle favorites, but mostly I do have beauty products today. So I'm just gonna start with one that I'm really loving. It's the Tower 28 mascara. So this mascara I picked up because I heard that it was really great for lengthening, and y'all know that's what I need because I have really short lashes. Now, they are full, but they are short. So I'm gonna come up because I want you all to see kind of what they look like when I have on 2 layers of the mascara. I think, and I could be wrong, but I think this is the longest my natural lashes have looked. I really think so. Y'all let me know. Of course, it is nothing in comparison to fake lashes, right? But I feel like my eyes just look so pretty right now. I feel like they look so good, and I feel like my lashes really look longer. So I have to give props to this. I've been using this the last couple of weeks. Sometimes I'll just do 1 coat. Today I did 2 because I have some errands to run today and I just kind of wanted to look cute, especially also because I'm recording this video. But yeah, I really love this mascara. I highly recommend it. I can't remember the price, but I want to say it's like under 20 or right at $20. If you need help with lengthening your lashes, this is the one for you. And since we are on eyes, I'm gonna talk about my new concealer brush. This is the concealer brush from Sephora, the number 71. And this one here, I was really excited to get this because I have a lot of concealer brushes, but none that have this exact style where you can kind of work right up under the eye really well. I hope you all can see that. Hopefully it's zooming in for you all to see that. But I just feel like I don't have any concealer brushes, or I didn't, I should say, have any concealer brushes that really got up under, and this has really been helping me. I told y'all I've kind of moved away from using the beauty blender. I want my makeup to look a little bit more like full coverage, even with it not looking heavy, but I still want it to look more like, okay, you have makeup on, makeup is there. This brush, highly recommend this one. I want to say this is like maybe $22, $23. Obviously I got 30% off on it, so if you are in need of a good concealer brush with the sale coming later this year, you kind of missed out on the spring sale. You're gonna have to wait until the end of the year if you want to get the 30% off. But if you are in real need of this type of brush, I don't think you need to wait for the sale. I think it's highly worth it, and you should definitely pick it up. The next product that I'm loving comes from Charlotte Tilbury, and this is their Airbrush Flawless Setting Powder, I believe. I have it in the color Tan 3, and I got this for my under eyes. Now, I initially purchased this with the thought of carrying this in my purse to touch up the under eye if I get oily or something like that, but I haven't been using it that way. I've actually been using this first instead of using translucent powder. So what I do is put my concealer on, blend it out, and then I go ahead and apply this with the Real Techniques like kind of fluffy brush, and I go up under, and then I'll go of course over my eyes if I apply concealer there as well, and then I go in with my translucent powder. And I really like this. I feel like it helps with minimizing the creasing. I feel like because it's more of a I guess the right word to say is it's a little bit thicker than like a translucent powder. Maybe that's the right way to describe it. I don't know. I feel like it just helps set the under eye better, or anywhere that I put concealer a little bit better versus putting on my translucent powder first. So if you've been hearing this, because I kind of heard this trick on TikTok where people were like, you should be using more of a press style powder first, then use your translucent powder, or whatever other setting powder you may have. I agree. I think this really works well. It looks good, and I feel like my under eyes look good for a lot longer than they used to. So highly recommend this. I think you can also just use this all over the face if you get a color for that. Obviously this color is really light, so this is definitely just an under eye kind of color for me, but I'm definitely thinking about getting this in a bigger size and maybe a deeper shade, and then also this tan 3. That way I can just keep this one in my purse. Charlotte Tilbury is a little more expensive, y'all. I think the full size of this is like $48. This one I think is like $23, $24. So definitely if you're kind of curious about this, maybe grab the mini first and then go ahead and pick up the large size, because that's what I plan to do. And then let's talk blushes. So I purchased 2 blushes and you all saw me talk about them in a vlog, I believe. I purchased the Too Faced, I think it's called the Cloud Crush Blurring Blush. Y'all see, I can't never get it. But I purchased 2 of them. The original color I had didn't really work for me, so one of them I returned and I got this. So this is the Watermelon Rain color, and this is extremely beautiful. Now, this color is more so for when you're going for a very like full coverage kind of makeup look, full glam, I should say. I like this a lot, but it's very, very bright. So if you're going for a more like softer makeup look, kind of like what I have going on today, then what I'm going to do is pull out my Tequila Sunset. This is actually perfect for my skin tone. It's like a peachy coral color, and it really just shows up beautifully, but it's also not too much, y'all. So that's what I really like about this one. If I want to have a more like subtle look, which is honestly what I was looking for when I purchased the other shade, and that didn't work for me because it was kind of ashy in like the natural sunlight, but this one is perfect. So if you're looking for a really like natural looking blush, something more simple, especially for like everyday makeup, I highly recommend this color. If you're my shade or darker, right? If you're lighter than me, then it might be more than you bargained for. It might show up a little bit more. It might be a little bit bright, but on me, it's perfect. It looks good and it doesn't make me look ashy. So definitely recommend this one. This is kind of, like I said, a color that I've been wanting, more of a coral peach. I have a lot of pink blushes, and I think that's why I originally didn't grab the Watermelon Rain. This Watermelon Rain also puts me in the mind of a Pat McGrath blush that I have. It's a little bit lighter, but it's one that I have that Keiko recommended to me, and I cannot think of the name of it, but it's a gorgeous blush. But this one is kind of similar. It's just a little bit lighter. So if you're going for like a full beat and you want a blush that really, really stands out, and you're like brown skin or a little bit darker, I definitely think you would love this. So again, this is Watermelon Rain. And then the last 2 makeup products are actually lip products. They're both coming from Huda Beauty, and I have to say I am really impressed. So let me start with the lip liner, y'all. Now, I know I did not need another lip liner, but I bought one anyway, okay? I really wanted to try this out and see what the hype was. So this is the Huda Beauty Lip Contour 2.0 in Rich Brown. And of course, I always wear brown lip liners. I don't ever go without if I'm wearing makeup. So this I like because you can just twist it from the bottom and it just raises this up. I do not have any other lip liner that does that. I really, really love that. All of my others require you to sharpen them, or actually my KVD Beauty, it does roll up, but this one just does something a little bit different to me. It also is a more creamy lip liner. It's definitely not like a, you know, like a dry pencil. It's more creamy. I'm really feeling it. I'm wearing it today. Love it. I've been wearing it the last couple of weeks, and when you've seen me filming, and listen, I see the hype with this. Again, this is like $20-something. You can obviously get lip liners for next to nothing, right? You can get them for $5 and $6, even less maybe at your beauty supply store. But I like the more creamy lip liner. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm having to drag it and it's taking so much work for me to get it on my lips. I really don't like that. So that is why I typically go for a more creamy lip liner. So this one is definitely comparable to my KVD Beauty lip liner, but I actually think I like this color of this one a little bit more. The KVD Beauty Crucifix is just a little bit deeper than this, and it's a little more red. So if you're looking for kind of that perfect dark brown shade, this is what I recommend. And then the second Huda Beauty product is the Faux Filler Lip Gloss in the color Sugar Baby. Now, this was definitely the most popular shade. It definitely was not available on the Sephora website, so I did have to go through and purchase this through Kohl's at Sephora, and I love this. I love a good light pink topper shade. I'm wearing it today. It is so pretty to me. I do not like the real like deep color pinks. You know, pretty much for me, all of my lip glosses are like a lighter shade of pink. Now, y'all did see I purchased that Tower 28 lip gloss, and I like that one a lot too, but I've been using this one a lot more, so that's why I'm recommending this one. They have a lot of other cute shades, so if you're like, girl, I like to wear my lip gloss, you know, with just liner and nothing else, because I am wearing one of my like matte lip colors and then this on top. If you want something a little bit deeper, definitely go try in store and see the other shades, because they do have a lot of other pinks. But for me, I love this. It's a good topper shade that really like pale light pink, and it just looks so beautiful on. So definitely recommend this one. So our next category is body care / fragrance. So the first thing I want to talk about is the Vanilla Skin Hair and Body Fragrance Mist. Now, this was another popular item during the Sephora sale. This smells so good, y'all. It is perfect, and it actually lasts on my skin for a few hours. I would say typically if I spray this on all over right after the shower, I can still smell it for about 3 hours. Now, of course, on that 3rd hour, it may be more of a skin scent, but y'all, it lasts for it to be, I think, like, what, $30? $40, something like that. It's not too expensive. I think this is great. Now, can you find a vanilla mist at like Bath and Body Works? Sure. But something about this one, it just smells so good to me. And to me, this lasts. I'll be honest, I've bought some like really cheap body mist before, and baby, them things be only lasting on me for like barely an hour. Like after I spray it and start moving around, you no longer smell it. This smells so good. I need to check. I want to say they have this in other scents as well. This particular scent, I feel like it's year round. However, if you want a more like springy summer scent, this isn't really it. But this is a scent I personally will wear all year because I just love vanilla. If you are someone like, okay, I like the idea of this, but I need a different scent, you want something a little bit different, then definitely check them out. I want to say they do have other scents as well, but yeah, it's really, really great. Now, one thing I don't like about it, this top, like it's not secure. Like it won't snap. It doesn't really stay. It kind of just comes off so easily. So just be careful. Like I just pushed it down and it keeps like popping up. So that's one of the things I don't like about it. It did come kind of taped up when it was shipped to me, and I quickly figured out like, oh, that's the reason why. Now I could be doing something wrong, but I don't think so. I mean, it's nothing on there on the inside, but literally as soon as I put it on, it just pops back up. So that's the only like con I have with this. And I've sprayed this for several days and it's not really far down. And it could be because y'all know, again, it's coming out kind of that mist effect, but it doesn't really like I've used much, and I actually have. So again, recommend this. Definitely check out Phlur and see what other scents they have available, because you might want to try one of those if you want something that's a little bit more like spring summer vibes. And then the next body care product is this Bioma brightening body wash. I probably have about maybe 25-30% of the bottle left. So I have been using this for several weeks and I really, really like this. Apparently Bioma has just a bunch of different products that work really, really well. This is all I have, but now I'm definitely interested in trying some other products. As far as scent, the scent is very light on this. It's nothing heavy. It says that it's supposed to treat dull and dehydrated skin. Do I think I have that? Not really, but I just thought this one was gonna be nice, and I like that it's a brightening, so maybe it'll help kind of over time with areas of my body that aren't as bright as others. So I think this is great. It does have niacinamide in it. It does have a prebiotic complex. So I really feel like, you know, this is one that's great. It's a brighten and balance. It says a radiance enhancing pH balance body wash formulated with our prebiotic complex. So again, lightweight formula, definitely true. This is okay for sensitive skin. Again, I don't really have sensitive skin. I just thought that this one kind of had a nice smell to it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try this one. So I'm loving this. I will definitely be purchasing this again. I will also check to see some of their other products, because they have oils and serums. They have a lot of other things that I have not tried yet. Their price point is pretty affordable. I want to say this is normally like $12.99. When I got it, it was randomly on sale for $11.99. So a really great price point. And again, for me, body wash, I like having multiple options. So I'm not someone that always wants to spend $30–40 on a body wash, because I like to switch it up. So if you want to try out some good body washes, Target obviously has a ton to offer. But if you want to switch it up, you don't want to use your regular Dove and Olay, try out Byoma. You probably would really enjoy this. So for this month, I only have one luxury favorite. I was trying to figure out if I had anything else that I was using consistently in the month of April, but I've kind of been chilling for the month of April. I didn't do a bunch, so I was kind of using my more everyday items the most. And I have to mention my YSL bag. You all saw me get this for Valentine's Day. And so for March and April, I have been using this a ton. I immediately switched over to this bag. I am loving it. Right now, it's just filled with a couple receipts because I'm carrying my new Bottega bag at the moment. But I love this. It's a great bag. You can throw it around. I mean, it looks good. I am not careful with my everyday bags. Now, that's a different story for my other bags, but my everyday handbags, I'm not careful with them. Throw them on the floor in the car. You know, I'm just not gonna be babying my everyday bag. And so far, I mean, it looks like I just pulled her out the packaging. So this particular bag I was planning on doing, and I haven't done it yet, but I was planning on doing an updated review. Since I've now had it for over 2 months, I do plan on filming that video for you all and definitely just giving you my full thoughts on it. So definitely stay tuned for that. But yeah, it's a really great bag. It's the perfect everyday piece. This size is absolutely perfect for me. I know for some people, this bag online looks bigger than it is in person. So please keep that in mind. If you are like questioning, should you get the small or the large, go in store, because it's not as big as it looks online. Even when I opened the box, I was like, oh, okay, it's a little smaller, but it doesn't matter to me because it does fit all the things I would keep in my everyday bag. So previously that was my Gucci bag. Everything that I could fit in there, I fit in this one. So definitely recommend this one. I think it's great. My only kind of con with this is, I don't think the price point matches the bag. And the leather quality, I mean, it's so soft and plush. It's not about that. It's just that this is a very simple piece. And I feel like YSL used to be more affordable on their like more simple handbags. And it seems like things have changed a bit. So in my opinion, if I had to price this bag, I would say the most would be like $22.50. Anything more than that is just a little excessive. So if you are someone that shops the pre-love market, definitely check to see if you can get a sale on this, or shop at like Saks or somewhere when they're doing a gift card and maybe you can get some money back via a gift card. Because to me, great piece, but I'm still not like understanding the price for this bag, especially when I compare it to like my YSL Lulu or my Cassandra bag. I just don't know if it really makes sense, but either way it goes, love the bag, so happy to have it. I definitely do recommend it, and if you're not, you know, mad about the price, I say go ahead and splurge and pick it up. So y'all, our last category is lifestyle favorites. So I have 2 shows, well, 1 show, a movie, and then I have a couple of snacks. Let me start with the snacks. So the 2 snacks that I've really been loving is the Poppy drinks and the popcorner chips. So the Poppy drink is essentially a prebiotic soda that is really, really good. It's like 25 calories. Some may vary depending on the flavor you get, but it's like 25 calories with like no more than 5 grams of sugar. And y'all, I have been loving it. It has been scratching my itch for a soda. I am someone that absolutely love something to drink. Okay, I will forego a meal for something to drink. I used to be very heavy into, you know, Cokes and ginger ales and things like that, and I'm just trying to change my lifestyle altogether. And when you are trying to change your lifestyle, you have to think about, you know, ways to replace things you love with something healthier, versus just thinking, okay, well, I'm just forever only going to drink water. That is not realistic for me. Probably not realistic for most people. And even though I drink a lot of water, and water, you know, satisfies my need most times, but sometimes I need a little something extra. So the Poppy soda has really been working well for me. The raspberry rose flavor is my absolute favorite. I've also tried lemon lime, which is kind of similar to a Sprite. I like that one, but not as much as raspberry rose. And then I tried grape. Grape was not my favorite at all. I like grape things, so that's why I was like, well, let me just try it. not really crazy about it. The other one that I love most is orange. So the orange sort of tastes like a Fanta. And if you buy these, let me tell y'all, the best thing you can do, don't put them in a cup of ice. Make sure they're refrigerated, and then when you know that you want to drink one, put it in the fridge for like, or freezer for like 15-20 minutes, right? Baby, and put your little straw in it, baby. It is so good. Like, you think you're drinking, you know, essentially a Coke, a Sprite, a Fanta. It's so good. And again, it's a small can. It's 12 ounces, so it's not too much. It's not gonna have you all like bloated or anything like that. So I highly recommend them. I've tried Olipop. I really couldn't get into their flavors, but that doesn't mean I won't try it again. For me though, my preference is Poppy. And again, the Raspberry Rose, if I had to describe it, it's almost like a fruity rosé, but you don't have alcohol in it. Like, that's really the best way I can think of it. But for whatever reason, for my taste buds, it just does something. It's so good. Highly recommend it. My other snack, I am someone that more so goes for salty snacks over sugary snacks. So the Popcorners kettle corn chips has been my go-to here lately. Now that's kind of a salty sweet mix, so you kind of satisfy both itches within those chips. Those are so good. I have also tried sea salt and white cheddar. Sea salt is a little too salty for me. I'm not really feeling that. I bought like the variety box, and no. And then the white cheddar, now those, my husband actually likes those. They're good, but it's something about the kettle corn. I did see they have a spicy queso that I was trying to do like an order pickup from Target the other day, and I wanted to get those, and they did not have them in stock. I've seen they have cinnamon and some other flavors, but be careful if you try some of the other flavors because the calories start to go up from there. So in the variety pack, which is like a small box, it's like 80 calories, which is great. On the weekend, sometimes I'll buy the big bag so I can have a little bit more. And I want to say, like, with the kettle corn, you can eat like 18 chips for like 130 calories, something like that, y'all. And they're so worth it. They're so good. Like I said, that sweet and salty kind of mix. I do recommend them. Again, just make sure, you know, if you are someone that's kind of on a health journey like me, check the calories, because the different flavors, like the cinnamon ones, I looked those up and I was like, no, I'm not buying those. Like, the calories are just much higher. No. So if you are wanting to try them and replace them with chips, because again, I'm someone that loves chips, I needed something that I can actually enjoy, something that tastes really good, but definitely has lower calories in it. And those are really, really great. Then the last thing I have, or last two things, are a TV show and a movie. So the Upshaws Part 5 came out on April 18th, so about 2 weeks ago. And y'all, that particular season, part, whatever way Netflix likes to call it, it is so good. So season 4 was not my favorite at all. Neither my husband and I, we didn't really enjoy that season. But part 5 is up there with how I felt about part 1, 2, and 3. It's so good. It's funny. It's just a good show. And for some reason with that particular TV show, I can watch those over and over again. Now there are some shows that I cannot watch over and over again. I don't know if it's because they're 30 minutes. I don't know what it is, but I can keep watching them over and over. And I really, really recommend it. So if you need a good, like, kind of family show that you want to binge, definitely go ahead and watch the Upshaws. But like I said, part 4, season 4, it ain't hitting as much as the rest, so just keep that in mind. And then lastly was a movie. So my husband and I watched Baby Driver. I want to say we watched that like right at the beginning of April, and it's on Netflix, and Jamie Foxx is in there. It was really, really good. Basically about this kid who kind of gets involved with the wrong people because he used to kind of steal cars, boost cars, do some things like that because he loves to drive really fast. And, you know, he gets involved with the wrong people, and he meets a woman that he really, really likes, and, you know, things are going great. But then, you know, he gets, again, he's involved with the wrong people. He gets himself in some sticky situations and essentially was getting caught up. And long story short, he had to go to prison. So really, really good. I didn't want to give too many details, but I wanted you to get an idea of it. I loved the main character. So his name, I forget what his real name was, but he goes by Baby. I forgot what they said his name was. She finally found out his actual name, like at the end, the girl that he was, you know, all in love with. Can't remember, but what I will say is his like vibe, I really liked it. And it could be because I'm a talker and I like men who are like more quiet, which is how me and my husband do so well together. It was just something about his vibe. I really enjoyed it. And when we were watching the movie, I'm like, man, babe, he kind of reminds me of your vibe. Like, talk enough to, you know, engage and kind of have conversation with you, but like not too much, right? I don't know, it's weird, but if you watch the movie, you'll kind of see what I'm saying. But I loved his little energy. I just thought he was a good dude, just obviously in a bad situation, but it was a really good movie. Jamie Foxx character, I didn't really like his character in it, but obviously we all know Jamie Foxx is a great actor, but I didn't really like his character. But I do think it's a good movie. Again, it's on Netflix along with the Upshaws, so definitely recommend you check those out. So y'all, I want to say that that is all of my favorites for the month of April. I feel like I didn't have as much, but I also feel like because I didn't do as much in April, you know, when you're not using as much, like I didn't have a lot of luxury favorites. So next month will probably be different. I've kind of been on this like no alcohol for the month of April, and I said I wanted to just do it for the month of April, and then because of that I haven't wanted to go to any restaurants, because a part of going to a cute restaurant, y'all, is having a good cocktail. I mean, I don't know about nobody else, but that's one of my favorite things to do if I'm going to a cute restaurant, is to have a cute drink. So I'll be outside a little bit in the month of May. Do have some travel coming up, so definitely gonna have some different favorites and more things to share with you all in June essentially. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one.